Hi guys, this is the new Mercedes-Benz C63 S, and we're really excited to test drive this because it's the first time in a long time, or maybe ever in history, that the C63 now has a 2-litre inline-4 engine. And of course this is the engine from the A45S, but obviously it's tuned up, and it also has a plug-in hybrid system, so quite different from what we see in the smaller AMGs. And this also has the ability to go to full EV mode, so quite a city slicker. So let's see how it drives. Now obviously we all like the idea of lower road tax and the ability to switch off the petrol engine to go full EV, but the C63 is all about the noise, the sound, the emotion. So has the car lost it? Now certainly this car got what it takes in the looks department. I got so many people coming up to me admiring the car and saying, whoa, it looks pretty darn cool. And I guess so, I mean, with the matte paintwork and also with the black rims, it looks really fierce. This car is a plug-in hybrid. I was wondering what's the point, and because the battery in this car is fast recharging, and if you drive in race mode, you can literally recharge the battery to full in less than half an hour. So there's really no need to actually plug in. Now, one compromise you have to understand about the C63S is that the battery pack is in the boot. So if you look inside, the space is actually narrower than in a normal C-Class, so the floor is a bit higher. Let me show you an example. If I put my child seat, it barely fits in terms of the height, whereas in a normal C-Class it can easily just slide in. Now at least there's no compromise to the space in the interior, so the car is sufficiently spacious, and for rear passengers there's plenty of room to lounge in. And there's some niceties, for example, blinds for the rear windows, and also your own climate control. Once you step into the front seat, you're greeted with stitched leather, with carbon fiber trim, Alcantara, so it feels really sporty in here. And there are two fast shortcut knobs to adjust, various settings of the drive. And overall, it's quite a nice interior, pretty easy to use, not too tacky, and it puts you in the mood for driving. AMG is synonymous with V8s, and since the W203, C55, and then the following C63s, they've always been defined by their engine, even sometimes more so than the car itself. So this is quite a sea change. In driving around, frankly, the car is very comfortable. It rides really well even with those big rims. So it's a Mercedes. You expect it to do the daily duties very well. If you want to switch into race mode, for example, the car's character changes immediately and you get to hear the engine more. Obviously the sound, quite a departure from the V8s. There are pops and bangs in Sport Plus or race mode, but it's quite difficult to replace displacement on this front. So it sounds like a hot hatch. It's not kind of what you expect from a C63. But that said, with a lighter engine, obviously now with electric boost from the PHEV system, the car is really fast. The car handles very well with all-wheel drive. It's a decent drive, the chassis is good. You can have quite a bit of fun in this car. But if you have driven C63s of the past, this is going to get some getting used to. If you want to sell your car, head over to oneshift.com.